Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. I've received a few questions, well, quite a few questions over the last few weeks, and I decided why not do a Q&A. You guys don't really know me, and apparently I don't really know myself, because answering these questions are going to be a little tough for me, because I was like, oh yeah, I got to think about this, don't I? So let's get to know me together. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Anne, and I go by Jessie Ann on all of my social media platforms. I have not been doing social media seriously except for a few months now, and once I started taking it seriously, I noticed that I started to grow. And through that process, I'm learning how to navigate through the waters of social media and being a social media influencer, which is really weird to say, but yeah, that's what I'm labeled as now, which is crazy. As I've stated, I am a social media influencer, but also over the last almost 3 years, I am an aspiring author. So that is starting from day one of the idea to now being where we are. It's my dream to be able to publish this book, and through this, hopefully I can publish this into a series. That's my hope. But we'll see. I'm also a stay-at-home wife, so to answer the question, am I married? That's a very common question I get. Yes, I am happily married. Also, by having my husband, we do have 2, not kids, but fur babies. So we have Toby, who is my little black dachshund. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen him a lot. And then a few months ago, we got our girl Daisy. She's a Great Pyrenees, and she is so sweet. Again, if you're on my Instagram, you've probably seen her as well. My hobbies, they do consist of more theater, arts, generatedness, I'd have to say. I enjoy watching movies. Entertainment is my thing. My husband and I, we go to the movie theater at least once a week, not joking. I'm a member at a movie theater. We have the perfect movie theater we go to for everything. It is the best. But besides going to the movies, I also really like watching TV shows. Some of my favorite TV shows are Schitt's Creek, The Witcher, and then we have New Girl. I finally started watching Supernatural, and I really am enjoying that. I have to watch it during the day though, because I'm like, I can't be in the dark. I really like horror games, horror movies, horror TV shows. I actually haven't really branched into the horror TV shows area. I should, but again, I'm nervous. I do enjoy playing video games. I do it as a stress reliever, but also as kind of my escape from reality if I need a break. So my favorite game of all time, it would have to be the game Rime. So R-I-M-E, and you play as this kid, and it's very mythical and beautiful and magical. The music is gorgeous. It's an indie game. I highly recommend you guys play it. Of course, my all-time favorite game that I will be loyal to for the rest of my days is Halo. I'm not happy with how things have gone lately. Like over the last few years, I'm just kind of peeved at how they've handled the Halo franchise. They could do better. I know they could do better, but they're not doing better. It's making me insane. But anyway, besides the point, I will always be loyal with Master Chief. Like, he's my bro. Another game I really like playing is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Such a good game. I'm gonna have to replay it because the new one is gonna be coming out soon, if it already has. I haven't actually been keeping up to date with it, so if it's out, then I have to play it. I haven't got my hands on an Xbox Series X, and that's really bummed me out. I've been watching it like a hawk, and as soon as it comes back in stock, it leaves. And it's one of the things that's really been bumming me out, so I try not to think about it too much. That's also probably why I'm not keeping up to date, just low-key, so I'm not depressed all the time. I am an Xbox person. I don't think I've ever played anything on PS, to be honest. And PC is okay, but when you're so used to holding a controller, it's hard to go to this. Something I am trying to do is start a gaming channel eventually, but I want to get good quality items to help me produce good product for you guys. Did that make sense? I have some gamer friends who have built their PCs and they're gonna be helping me out, and they're gonna show me how to build it, and it's gonna be quite the adventure. Yeah. Also, I really love shopping. You guys know this because in my very first video, I went shopping at multiple places and I got overloaded and almost passed out at an at-home store. But I really love shopping for clothes, accessories, home decor, you know, just the fun stuff. Target is my heaven, okay? I'm very passionate about being kind to other people. I think by giving them a compliment or smiling at them, it can really make a big impact on their day. And hopefully with enough of those positive experiences throughout their days, it will slowly infect and they'll be able to spread out more kindness through them. I don't know. I went to a Starbucks recently and this lady popped around the corner when I was talking to the person in the drive-thru. And she's like, I have to say you are the nicest customer I've ever had the experience of talking to, and I've worked this job for 5 years. And I was like, I was happy, but very disappointed when I heard that. I was just like, 5 years? And I was the nicest person? Like that sucks. And that's not okay. So for me, I make it a habit that I'm trying to give whoever's working in customer service the best experience they can have. I try to joke with them. I try to make their day. I thank them for their work. I know that the workforce, it sucks. No matter what job you have, it sucks. And life is too short to be mean to each other. Why waste my energy trying to be rude and not smile at somebody and just be so inward focused that I have no empathy? Kindness is just better. Is it hard sometimes? Yeah, I'm not always in a good mood, but I know that it's my problem to deal with and nobody else's. So anyway, that's my little rant about my passion for being kind. This question has many answers because I want to do many things with my life. There's the work side, and then there's the personal side. So let's start with the work side. I would like to publish my book and get my book turned into a series, and from the series get it turned into a movie, and then start probably another series and continue writing for a very long time. But I would like to eventually direct a movie. I think that would be super cool. Also note, if my book ever got turned into a movie, I would be there 100%. There's no ifs or buts. I need to be there for the process because I refuse for them to create it into something that's horrendous. It has to be approved by me. There's no way around it. I want to go into makeup, fashion, theater arts. I used to think that nothing was possible, but not anymore. I think anything is possible if you do believe in yourself, but you work for it as well. Positivity is my best friend, what can I say? On the personal side of my dream, I would love to have a really beautiful family where I have birthed max 4 kids. That's the max. And then the rest, I would adopt 6 or 8 kids from all over the world, so then the entire world is under one roof. And I love that idea. I think it's so sweet that everybody would be living with each other. I want to be a really good mom that my children will be able to have an amazing life and that I can give them that as well. I want to do fundraisers. Specifically, I really want to help Mr. Beast with his fundraiser. I'm a huge Mr. Beast fan. I have bought his merch. I have sent money. I'm just like, I support this guy 100%. I just love everything that he does. So yeah, I would want to be supporting Mr. Beast. I would live in a chateau. I would very much so like to live in a chateau. I did not realize that a chateau actually meant castle in French. But I mean, you know, the more space, the more room and opportunity there is to fill it up with lots of love. And by that love, I mean, we can have friends over, families over. I want to have a land of prosperity. That's what I would like. Let's say you're driving on the side of the road and you see an animal and they have no home and they look malnourished and it looks like nobody wants them, or maybe they were abandoned, or maybe there's an animal shelter that's overflowing with animals. I'm that person that I would be able to take them. And due to the business side of things, that I'm so successful, I will be able to help provide for all of them, give them good lives, take them to the vet, have a vet probably living with us, taking care of the animals. I want to have unity, peace, and prosperity. Basically, that's the dream for me when it comes to my home. Small dream, huh? Another thing I dream of doing is speaking many languages fluently, and just off the top of my head, I'm like, I got it. I can talk to you. To me, I hate having a language barrier because that means I have less friends than I could have. I mean, I'm just like, I can't speak Spanish, but man, I could have so many Spanish speaking friends. I'm like, I don't speak French, but I could have so many French friends. I mean, I'm so closed off. I can speak English and that's it. So currently, my ambitious self is trying to learn French. I'm not taking a French class yet. I'm looking into it, but eventually I'll be taking a French class. But right now I'm just watching French films and listening to French music and trying to really saturate myself in the culture. I also dream of having 2 weddings. I've already had one with my husband. It's gonna stay being with my husband, but we had a COVID wedding, so it wasn't as big or as grand as I wanted it to be. But also there's my culture. I am Japanese, so the next wedding we have, whichever wedding comes first, I want to have a traditional Japanese wedding wearing kimono. It means a lot to me to be able to have that experience of getting married in my culture. I would love to have a part of that in my life. So the other wedding would be more so the renewal of our vows, but also we would go big. I want big party. I want it to be grand, classy, elegant, queen and king, and it'll be very emotional and beautiful because maybe our kids will be there at that point, and it'll be everything I wanted it to be. My husband, he's so sweet. His dream is just to be able to provide for the family, give us a good life, and that we're all happy. That's my husband's dream. It has been his dream since he was a kid. And then here I am being like, grandeur. Those are my dreams at the moment, and I'm sure I have not shared all of them with you, but there's some pieces for you. This question goes hand in hand with each other, I tell you. My least favorite thing in the world are sunsets. I hate sunsets. I really do, because it means it's the end of the day, and I hate endings. My favorite thing, though, are sunrises, because it means it's the start of a new day, new opportunities. Things are exciting. If you have plans, they're about to begin. It's just exciting. It's thrilling and it's hopeful. But I guess the romance in that is you cannot have a new beginning without an ending. Wow. Also, I'm a huge romance person, just throwing that in there. I like to romanticize life, and I do my best to think of the positive and dream of the positive and hope for the best. Well, guys, that's all the questions I'm going to be answering today. I thank you so much for bearing through it with me. I had a really great time, and I really look forward to seeing where everything takes off in the next few years. Like, I'm putting it out there with a lot of hope that things are going to be really good. It might take a year, 2, 5, 10, 20, 80 years. But I know great things are always on their way over. And I hope that your dreams come true as well. So without further ado, guys, this is the end. On to the next one. Here we go.